Well, so that kind of brings this up. There are a lot of challenges that folks go through, and you've identified a lot of them.
And lived through a bunch
and
of
lived,
them.
right, real world in the trenches, right? Roll up the sleeves, let's figure this out.
Absolutely.
We don't have time to go through all of them, but what are some of the biggest challenges or maybe obstacles that you find some of your clients go through?
Well, from personal experience as well as interviews that I had after my father passed away with people worth $1 million to up to nearly $1 billion around the country, sat in their homes, in their country clubs, just one-on-one, just like this, and had a conversation with folks. And it was amazing, whether they were $2 million, $12 million, or $22 million. They all said the same thing. They said, will my money last? Or will I outlive my money?
It doesn't matter how much you have. You're always thinking.
It didn't matter. It didn't matter if you still had your business, if you didn't have your business.
That's a very important point. I want you to really touch on this. Most people, when they accumulate some sort of wealth, never think about outliving their money, right? Or will it last to be passed on to my loved ones, my family? So talk about that, because I think that's a big blind spot that a lot of people don't realize they have. Is how do I make sure this lasts?
Yeah, it's a big deal for folks. And it's surprising when you hear people with many millions of dollars wondering, is this going to work? Is this going to last?
Well, they have more responsibilities and more people to adhere to.
So one couple, I'll call them Clyde and Susan. Clyde and Susan came in. He was a senior executive. He was worth $13 million. He was making $2 million a year. And her number one question was, what are we going to do when he's done? And will we ever have to change our lifestyle? And do we have enough for ourselves?
Wow.
And you say, how in the world?
$2 million.
Right. Income, $13 million in net worth, right? But it doesn't matter, right? Because as you're working, you are paying for everything you need, right? And you don't really have a concern about that while you're earning good income, right?
Yeah, while it's coming in.
While it's coming in, you don't even think about it. But at some point, the paycheck stops. And that's where her mind was going, is at some point, and where is that paycheck going to come from at that point, right?
Right.
And so that was a big deal. So it just doesn't matter at that point how much you have, how much you've ever had, or what your income is.
Do you ever